Hi, lovely to see you. A beautiful day here, but where am I? Well, let me tell you first of all what I want to talk about in this video. It is now the 28th of August. I have lived in Spain now since January, so I've just spent my first summer in Spain. So I want to really reflect on what life is like in Spain in July and August. So yes, I am in France and I am in Les Sables-d'Olonne, which is a lovely, lovely place indeed. I'll show you a few pictures around here in case you're interested at the end, but it's a wonderful place and the temperatures here are very pleasant indeed. So the temperatures in Spain in July and August on the Costa del Sol really haven't been that high in my opinion. They've not really gone much above 30. I think in July they went up a few days to maybe about 35, 36 and I had to put the aircon on. I did find those days a little bit hot. But most of the time it's been around about the 30 mark, and certainly in August I think maybe we had a couple of days last week when it maybe went up to maybe 34, but pretty much it's been around about the 30ish mark, 30, 32, 33, and maybe even a few days around about 28, 29, and it has felt okay. Now the problem is, of course, when you're there living, you're there all the time and it's kind of a cumulative thing. So the heat does affect the way you live. You become more lethargic and you have to adjust to it, and that's not really a major problem as long as you are able to slow your day down and do any activities in the evening. And if you don't already know, in Spain, August things do tend to come to pretty much, well, not exactly a standstill, but they do slow down. Businesses, for example, do go on to much reduced hours. Schools are obviously closed. So life really does slow down, particularly during the day. I mean, you can't really do a lot during the day. You certainly can't go out doing any kind of real exercise. You've just got to take it easy, take it steady, and then, as I say, come out in the evening once the sun has set. Yesterday, the 27th, I've come out to France for a few days because I've got family here who I wanted to see, on holiday that is, they're on holiday. So I've come to spend a few days with them. Now, you do feel a difference when you come here. You can actually sort of walk about during the day. The day is comfortable and nice, which is why I feel as though coming here for a couple of days, I think really does give me the opportunity to fully reflect on the summer in Spain. So my conclusion really is that if you are living in Spain, it is manageable. But it does weigh you down a little bit. You have to adjust your day. You don't have the same energy. You can't go out and about as much during the day, but you can in the evenings. It was always my intention when I moved here that I would probably spend my summers, or at least a few weeks of them, somewhere else, maybe like the UK, maybe in Cornwall, or places like this. And I think that is what I will probably do in the future. So it will split the summer up. It just makes it all the more easier to maybe come away for a couple of weeks like I have done here, just for a couple of days, and I really am appreciating it here. So if you're in Spain as a tourist, that is totally different. One, you're only there for a couple of weeks or a week or two. That is a big difference to living there for a few months of the whole summer. And you do tend to spend your time on the beach more, and the beach is much cooler than it is just a little bit more inland. When you're on the beach, you really do get the full effect of that sea breeze. And it's really noticeable in the summer, I've noticed, in the bars. Nobody sits outside in the bars in the afternoon. In fact, many bars don't even open because it is dead. People just cannot sit outside. And the bars don't really open up until sort of maybe 4 or 5 p.m. So there you have it. That's my conclusion. The summers are livable in the Costa del Sol. Other places maybe like Madrid or Seville, that could be a different story, and probably is, but on the Costa del Sol it's fine, and I think going forward I'm going to be fine. And then the rest of the year, you've got 10 months of the year in Spain when you can do more things. So there you go. So that's it. Now this, as I say, is a lovely place here. If you're interested in this place, I've taken a few little videos, but I do highly recommend coming here. And the people have been so friendly as well. Now, I've been coming to France a long time in my life. Not excessively, but I've been here sort of, you know, several times at least. Usually in the past, I've not found the French that welcoming to the British, but at the moment here, it could not be totally different. They have been so friendly, so welcoming, so friendly indeed. Maybe something's changed. Okay, that's it. Look forward to seeing you next time. Back in the Costa del Sol. See you then. Bye for now.